I don't get it.
Podcast. Today's show is brought to you by HelloFresh. Visit HelloFresh.com and use promo code IDGI30 to save $30 off your first week of deliveries. That promo code again is IDGI30 to save $30 off your HelloFresh order. Hello, my name is Ashley Iaconetti, and welcome to the I Don't Get It podcast. I'm joined today by my sister, Lauren Iaconetti, and my colleague, Naz Perez.
Why are you calling me a colleague?
Because you're
That's
not
rude.
related, and you're working with us currently. Right now, you're a colleague.
So
Wait.
I'm just in a relationship with you guys on a work basis.
Naz, you and I have been colleagues for 2.5 years.
Actually, we're not colleagues.
I'm kidding.
I just love the word colleague.
Guys, that is
joking.
the dumbest word. It should have died with the selfie.
What?
The selfie's dead.
Selfie's dead.
So the
Kim
actual
said
thing
the
of
selfie-
selfie.
Kim
dead.
Kardashian, the queen of selfies, said selfies are dead.
The actual selfie art.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which
not just the word.
is
You
obvious.
can't post a selfie.
Yeah, no one
Really?
does anymore. What
Yeah,
selfies do you
it's
see?
been a while.
Everyone swallowed their pride and asked their friend just to take the fucking picture of them.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, my
but-
dad calls them lonelies.
Yeah.
He's
But
like, there's no one fucking around that can't
But it's
take
more
a
like,
photo.
this is how I look better ease. I'm
Yeah, that's what it really is. But Naz probably takes better pictures of me than I do selfies. But then I take better selfies than Lauren takes pictures of me.
That makes sense. You know what Kim used to do is she used to have Steph Shep, the
Hold
person
it
that I love,
away.
hold it as if she's taking the selfie and hold her
Yeah, I
hand
know.
out. But
Yeah.
like that's why it's in the perfect place.
Yeah, that's perfect.
We should try that after this.
Well, not with my face right
We
now.
did that, Naz. We took so
Oh
many
yeah.
of those.
Oh my God, Lauren actually did that for me, and
Oh
it
my
was
God,
one of my
that's
most
right.
liked photos on Instagram.
It was a great picture, but Lauren also said it was hell on earth.
It was. I made Lauren. Like when I tell you guys, so this was when we were back at Blushington with our Carte Blush memberships, unlimited makeup. So I went and I loved my makeup this day. So I was like, Lauren, I really need a hot photo to post because everyone knows, Big's looking, everyone's looking. I'm a single girl on the market. You got to be posting. You got to be like, showing your goods. So it's like, I really need like this makeup and this look. And I swear to God, Lauren, I think I made Lauren take over
200.
200 photos, getting the lighting right, the position right, my boobs
And
right.
it's
in the
annoying because
shirt.
I'm like, they're all so good. Just pick one. They're all so good. And she like,
I didn't like any of them.
Yeah.
It was one of those days, guys. Anyways,
Well, moving
that was
on
the
from
dumb
the
story.
selfie, what we really wanted to talk about today, we have a number of things, but our main topic is the annoyance that is public transportation. And I'm not talking buses, I'm not talking
okay,
trains.
so air travel.
Air travel.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Laura and I have been doing a lot of flying. I'm always doing a lot of flying. I feel like on average, I think like throughout this year, I've probably been on one plane per week.
That's you must be racking up those miles, Ashley.
No, don't even talk to me about it. I don't have a
I have
frequent
a
flyer because
mile.
Are you?
I go on different airlines.
I know. So
every
you
time.
sign up for all of them. That's what I did on Bachelor. You have a frequent flyer with everyone.
You mean like an account,
you have a frequent flyer with every airline,
but like not a card?
no, not a card.
Not a card.
No, but a frequent flyer account. It's free.
Okay, that's what I told Lauren I had to do this week.
She literally yesterday turns to me
Oh
and
my
says
God,
that.
all these miles that you've flown your entire life. Wow. all
no.
down the drain.
I didn't
That
know
is
that
a
they really counted unless
travesty.
you had a credit card.
No. Oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't either.
It's just a free account online and you just get points with that airline and miles.
Oh wow. Well,
The reason why people have credit cards is because you can, just by buying fucking Snickers at Gelson's, you can get a travel point. It's like double travel points.
Well,
don't
see,
really
like I have
understand
the
credit
American
cards,
Express
but-
card where I get points from it, so like I can apply my American Express points towards
Right.
a trip.
And you have the Jennifer Garner card.
And now I have to do Jennifer Garner
What's
card.
Oh my God.
the
what is
venture
that?
capital
Venture
card.
capital.
I love the commercial that her dad's
Oh my
in.
God, I
so
just love
cute.
those commercials. Like
I
I
love
really, I
her.
wanted to get that card. I was glad that I was approved for that one.
Did you just get that card because
Because-
Jennifer Garner
Yeah.
was in the
But
commercial?
she like
Oh my God.
Jennifer Garner in commercials makes me feel like I really that's a reliable product. That is a wholesome American product.
She is very wholesome.
But that's why they get her, because we know that's the vibe she's going
and
to
you
give
know
off.
what? She got cheated on. So advice to everyone, don't be wholesome.
Don't be wholesome.
Just kidding.
All right.
Okay,
Well,
so we don't get
so we fly a lot.
We don't get so much shit about airlines specifically and
And
airports and planes.
And over the past year, I've observed so much, and so many of the same mistakes or like idiosyncrasies happen over and over again. Lauren, because it's going to frustrate me so much, can you please explain what happened to us at the airport, leaving DC and coming to
what
LA
happened,
with
guys?
Gergie?
Okay, so
Gergie,
we
our
travel
dog.
with Gergie, our dog, basically everywhere. So we get to the air. He's flown about 8 times this year in the same carrier, and he's amazing. He
And he
sleeps the
flies-
whole time.
He flies for free, right? Because he's an emotional.
No.
No,
He's not an
'cause
emotional
he's not an
support dog.
emotional support dog.
So we
because
pay
I'm not
for him.
I don't have a problem. I'm not going to lie about a problem just so I can have my dog.
You guys know that everyone lies.
Yeah,
I
we
know.
do. We are aware of this, and for some reason, we are not liars. And
So you're following.
I haven't gotten a fake certificate or like a fake collar
Sweater.
thing for him. I've thought of it, and I probably will. And now
that's
the
fine.
airlines have this admitted on the podcast.
So what happened?
So Lauren, continue.
So there's
Wait, first off,
first
I'm
of all,
sorry.
we have an oversized suitcase because it's just a big suitcase that Ash and I share.
So I got this suitcase for The Bachelor because the Bachelor rules are that it can you're
large
supposed to have 2
suitcases.
large suitcases and 1 carry-on. So they didn't care how much it weighed. Like one time, I think I went to Paradise and it was 80 pounds, but it didn't matter to the Bachelor because they
they'll
pay
pay
for
for
it.
it,
And it's
yeah.
just for them, it's like being about like compact. They don't want like 15 billion suitcases per each girl. So we had this gigantic suitcase.
and the woman took out her measuring tape to
No.
see if it was too big.
No, but
No.
let us know. Let us tell you. It was only 50 pounds. Like
It
we
was
put it on
50
the
pounds.
scale.
It was
It's
big thing.
50 pounds.
Isn't that the
Exactly.
limit?
That's the limit. Yeah. So it can be 50 pounds, but it was too wide
To fit.
4 inches.
She goes, "Oh, this looks a little big.
Oh, it's a big. Let me measure.
Let me measure." She takes out the measuring
She
tape.
goes too big. Can't do it.
Wait, to put just on the plane? Like this
Yeah.
isn't a carry-on?
Nope, not
No.
a carry.
There's a limit to how big
Yeah.
it is if it's
So-
going underneath you?
So then I go, "Excuse me," and I very seldom in life.
We brought you after this situation. We're like, if Naz was here, there would be blood on
you
the
guys
floor.
know I would
Yeah.
rip a fucking new one.
I know.
So I seldom get irritated at
Customer
customer
service,
service.
yeah.
I'm usually a very non-confrontational person, but when something is ridiculous, I will retaliate.
Okay, so anyways, the oversized bag, the guy was like, oh no, it's
Superior.
fine, let her
Her
on.
superior
You know,
was like,
whatever.
it's
Let
okay,
it on,
it's okay.
fine.
But I argued. I go, okay, well, I fly American at least once a month. This is not an exaggeration at all. Lots of people will be like, oh, well, no, American once a month at least. And I was like, and I've traveled this suitcase pretty much on a monthly basis, and I've never been told this. And they're like, oh yes, not a new
They're
rule.
like, oh, well, it's online. You
Oh,
should have
it's
read
there.
all of
It's-
the
it's
rules
there.
online
It's
before you got on a
this
plane.
Anyone reads
It's like,
those
oh, it's
rules.
online. It's online.
This is a rule that we've always had. I'm like, okay, but I just
Whatever.
I've never
So the
been
guy was
enforced.
like-
What airline is this again?
American.
American. Okay.
So then,
the guy said that's fine.
This
And
is
then it
fine.
was time for Gergie to get his
but
little
hold
tag.
on, I have to explain one thing. This is the general annoyance. This is not like this scenario.
Right.
The
It's
general
true.
annoyance. My 1 pound bag is 50 pounds. Lauren and I shared it. We're being economical, okay? And that makes sense, like wouldn't the airline want one big bag that was 50 pounds rather than 2 bags? And then I could fill the 2 bags that were up to protocols, standard size suitcase with 50 pounds. And then I'd be adding another 50 pounds onto your flight, but I would not be charged over.
Right.
Isn't it interesting that my 4 inches too tall suitcase is not okay with them, but adding a whole other suitcase
suitcase is-
would have
yeah.
been just fine.
Can I
Right, yeah.
piggyback off this?
Yeah.
I went to I forget where I was flying, somewhere international, and I had a massive suitcase like you, probably for Bachelor, and I had a carry-on. And they're like, 60 pounds, you got to take 10 pounds out. And I'm looking at this lady
Yes,
like,
yes.
10 pounds.
I'm looking at this lady like, what does 10 pounds look like? Is that my straightener? Is it my shoes? This is my frustration.
Oh my God.
She
I'm about
goes-
to explode.
Guys, she goes, well, you can put it in your carry-on. I look at her, I go, it's going on the plane. They're both going on the plane.
know, but-
whether it's above my head
This
or under my feet.
what
I
I was
understand
gonna
the
say.
same
But
amount
it's
of weight
also
is going on
body
the
weight
plane.
too. Like there's fat people going on planes and they're not charged
Okay,
over.
but Lauren, if I took out 10 pounds out of my
And you move it in
suitcase,
your-
move it in my
but the whole
carry-on,
thing,
it's
I
all
think
on the
it's
plane.
all on the plane.
It makes no sense.
Mind-boggling.
Why would you
guys.
rather add to a carry-on because they don't even have enough overhead bin space in the first place?
Yeah, you get to the line and they're like, "Oh, we need to check your
your
bag,"
bag.
because
Check your bag
and it's like, "Oh, great! So everyone here gets to fucking check their bag for free when I had to pay for
exactly,
one.
exactly.
Great! I should just roll
Yeah.
on down with my big ass roly poly to the terminal. Then,
Yeah, but seriously, riddle me why, like,
See, I'm trying to tell you, it's because they don't want their workers. It's like a union thing, lifting more
Lauren,
than
it's
50 pounds.
all
That's
robots.
it.
It's
You
all
think so?
robots.
That's what it is.
you know that for a fact.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right because you see them. You could see them from the window
They lift
taking
it
it
off.
off and putting it
So
on.
they're not going to do it.
But
That's
it's
why
2017. Invent a robot to do it. I'm over this.
I'm just saying that's the difference of going above and below the plane.
All right, guys, I'm going to have to interrupt for a second and tell everyone about my latest obsession, which is the Bon Appetit magazine. So, you guys obviously all know that Ashley and Lauren and I are obsessed with food as our last podcast. And literally all we talk and think about is food. And I'm sure that goes for a lot of you listening too. And the fact that the holidays are coming up, Thanksgiving and Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate, I want to tell you guys about this really great gift idea because I feel like it's so hard to find like creative, fun, new gift ideas for your parents and families. And what I'm about to tell you is literally the greatest gift idea. It is a subscription to Bon Appetit magazine. So Bon Appetit magazine is pretty much a magazine that has everything you need. It's like the cooking lover, food lover, restaurant lover's dream. You can find amazing seasonal recipes and latest food trends packed in every issue. And I'm telling you, it's a great, thoughtful gift. I got it for my mom, and she was like, this is genius because it's a gift that gives all year long. Like, she's going to get it every month. All you guys need to do to have this exclusive offer that we're offering our listeners today, which is $5 off, and this is a limited time, to get the subscription for your friends and family for the holidays coming up. And you guys, this is really a gift that just gives all year long. Plus, you'll get a really cool tote bag. It's the perfect gift set for the cooks and food lovers in your life. So all you guys have to do is use the promo code GETIT, GETIT, and start shopping now at bonappetit.com/getba. So that's bonappetit.com, BONAPPETIT.com/get, and then the letter B and the letter A, and use our promo code GET IT to get Bon Appetit magazine. All right, back to all this stuff that we hate about airline travel. My
Oh my God.
Can I, since
Yeah.
we're on this specific topic, my biggest issue when I fly is that I'm always not super early for my flight, but a reasonable time. Like, I'm not the person that's like rolling on as we're about to take off.
Yeah.
I'm in my seat. I'm always on time, and I check my bag. And when we get to the destination, my bag, I'm waiting at baggage claim, and my bag comes out last. And we are rewarding the people that get on the plane last because their bag comes
True.
out first.
But what are you going to do?
That's so annoying to me because I'm literally sitting there. We all know it takes like another extra hour to get an Uber from LAX. So I'm literally waiting there 40 minutes for my bag and then an hour to get an
is
Uber.
The worst at getting your baggage.
So if
There's
you
only
land at
4
midnight-
carousels, I'm pretty sure.
If you land at midnight, you're really getting home at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
It's so annoying to me.
That is annoying.
This one guy rolled in late and I was waiting at baggage claim and I like literally had a vendetta against him. You know when you just hate random people that you don't
of
know?
course.
And I'm just
Everyone.
like, oh man. And so I get to the baggage claim and his bag pops out first and I was so mad.
Because he was last. I like getting there early. I like sitting there. I like getting my accoutrements. I like chilling. I just
What's
don't.
an accoutrement?
Accoutrements are
calls
like
them for
things you
flight
need for a specific activity. Like,
What?
I need water. I need trail mix. I need a Snickers.
What
and I
are
need
your
a
guys'
soda.
accoutrements on a plane? Because
I just need 2 bottles of smart water,
I get 1 bottle of Smart Water.
depending on the length.
And I get Sour Patch Watermelon. And
There you
pizza combos is the only time, or the Gardettos, when for some reason, on planes is the only time I buy
You have
them.
very good accoutrements.
And I only eat the brown things out of the Gardettos.
What's a Gardetto?
Yeah, what is a Gardetto?
No, it's like those like cracker, like trail mix, but the brown one, like the fancy kind.
Yeah, okay.
And they have like the brown little bagel
I found
chip.
a very dangerous trail mix at the airport, and I'm obsessed with it. I like every part of it.
I mean, I love trail mix,
it's
but
so
trail
good.
mix is like the number one like secret calorie keeper.
I know.
Yeah,
it's
you
so
think
bad.
you're getting a healthy thing.
I
but-
also hate paying $15.98 for trail mix at the airport
Yeah. Oh my
God.
because for some reason it's been blessed by the Pope or something. So water costs like $8 there, and everything just costs more there.
You never check out at the airport like Hudson News without it being
$20.
$15.
Yeah,
$15
at least.
easily.
Okay, so going back to baggage. So today, this is when Laura and I were like, this is what we are talking about on this podcast.
We didn't finish the Gurgi story.
Oh my
yeah.
God, we
What
didn't
happened
finish
with
the Gurgi
Gurgi?
story. Okay, but can we just clarify like bullet points here? The weight issue with baggage is dumb.
I don't
It
get
is
it.
so dumb, and unless the reasoning is what Lauren
That's what
says,
it
But
has
that
to
that
be.
has to be it, Ashley.
Okay.
That's it, because you see them when Lauren said it. It hit my head immediately. You literally see them out the window. You never see them out the window pulling the bag off and putting it on the little.
No, yeah, of course I
carousel.
do. Yeah, all right, fine. Then
Well, then
maybe
that's
you've
why.
cracked the case there. But I'm just telling you.
But if we can move cement these days, people, we can move my suitcase onto the plane. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and I'm saying that like if it's 55 pounds,
I have a question.
like let me pay like $10-15 more, not $100.
But what does the money make
$100?
it better? You know, like these people who bring like skis and golf clubs
Yeah.
and like all this like oversized things.
Yeah.
Like, what is the money going to? These people who have to lift it.
No, it's not going to them.
So then
Just
what's the
waiting
fuck?
for the airplanes to get money.
Well,
The
you
airlines
guys,
get
you
money.
guys remember back in the day. I don't know if all the listeners remember this, but you never used to had to pay for bags.
Yeah, I
Remember
mean, that
those
was
days
way
when
back.
we were really little?
JetBlue, you don't have to.
JetBlue, I think.
No, I think you do. I think
Lord.
I
I
flew
think Dad's was mistaken.
Or
I
is
mean,
your
First bag free.
I don't know.
I don't
maybe.
think so.
I don't
That's
think anymore.
Southwest. Get your first bag
yeah.
for free.
Southwest.
What's your
killing
guys'
it.
favorite airline?
JetBlue all the way.
JetBlue
all
is
the
the
way.
low-key
Pounding-
best airline.
I haven't
pounding
been on
my
JetBlue in a
chest.
long time.
They all have TVs. They have good movies.
They have direct
free
TV.
snacks, cable, and everyone now charges every peanut and pretzel that you get. It's ridiculous.
And the extra legroom is for real. So because I've been flying so much, I've really been taking note of that because I've been realizing that on every other airline other than JetBlue, if I like lean down to get my purse, like my head doesn't fit. Like my head will constantly knock on the tray. Like I can't bend over. Or when I'm trying to like plug my charger into the outlet, can't do it.
Right.
But on JetBlue, it's easy. It really does give you the most leg space in economy.
I love JetBlue.
It's the best.
I used to love Virgin, and then
I like
Virgin's
Virgin.
second
I really
best.
like
they're
Virgin.
second best, but they really are slacking these days. I think they really nickel and dime you. I feel like
Well,
As
yesterday,
long as you have a TV, I really don't give a fuck.
a working TV, we should say, because
Yeah.
I have been on a flight where there's been no working TV, and then they didn't even give me anything, guys.
What?
I was so
Virgin
mad.
has given me one time the entertainment system wasn't working, so they gave us a $25 voucher.
Not enough.
I don't know. For a cross country trip, that may not be enough. But yesterday they gave us free beer on the way to Vegas,
that's
And we had a
nice.
TV.
and we had TVs on the
was
way to
only an
Vegas.
hour.
What's the worst airline?
American.
United?
Spirit is the worst
United.
airline ever.
United is the worst airline
Guys,
ever.
Spirit.
Spirit is an economy airline. It is the cheap airline. That's what you're gonna.
I've never
get
been
when
on
you go to
Spirit.
No,
I don't
oh my
think.
God, Lauren, you get on and the seats are like pieces of toilet
Yeah,
paper.
it's
They're
kind of
And
like
not the
thin.
two-ply.
They're not charming. Not
Charmin. Charmin.
It really does look
Charmin?
ridiculous. Like
No, it's Charmin.
It's Charmin.
No, it's not.
It's Charmin toilet paper.
It's Charmin.
no, it's Charmin.
Okay, we're Googling this.
Okay, but don't waste our listeners' time. Do it later. This is not what they want to know.
Guys, I'm
What they
Googling it.
do
I'm
want
not
to know
listening
is
to
about
Ashley.
Spirit seats.
Okay, you talk about Spirit seats.
I've
Well,
only
I
been on
Googled
Spirit
Charmin.
once, and I had not booked that flight. And all I know is like, can you not check luggage on it?
No, you can't.
Wait, is that a wives' tale? Naz?
No, it says no checked luggage. I see
No,
it online.
Spirit lets you check bags,
of
but
course
they
you can check
charge.
bags.
This is the thing with Spirit. They say they're an economy airline.
Yeah.
Like we're the cheapest airline, and they are. You
yeah.
can fly. I can fly to Florida for like $200-300, which is crazy. But then you get on, and your bag is like
Round trip.
$80,
Yeah.
and like that's how they get you.
It
You end up
makes up,
paying the
yeah.
same exact amount of money.
Oh, okay. So that leads into what Laura and I experienced today on American.
Hold on.
I gotta hit the loo. We can't stay here.
Why?
Terrible toilet paper. I'll never get clean.
Way ahead of you, Big Daddy. Charmin Ultra Strong.
Charmin. Oh shit, you're right.
Hilarious.
Oh my god, I've been saying Charmin my whole life.
Lauren used to call Bounty to paper towels.
Down quit.
Down quit.
Well, what?
Wait, what?
She used to go, the quicker picker
Picker upper,
upper, down quit. And I was like, what?
Down quit.
It used to drive me insane as an elementary schooler. It was like she just thought it was so funny, and she truly believed her lies.
I just have to take a second and talk about one of our amazing sponsors, HelloFresh, because honestly, I don't know why it took me so long to hop on the HelloFresh train like all you guys are on. But it's literally changed my life because I'm really not a good cook. And they're so different from any other food delivery service out there because they shop, plan, and deliver step-by-step recipes and ingredients, and everything that they send you takes 30 minutes.
Right. And it's all pretty healthy. There's nothing super caloric, and it's fresh ingredients, so you know what you know what's going into your body.
Exactly. And I just love that everything's in season, it's sustainable source, it's flavorful, and they really bring the fun back in cooking. And they just make it so easy for you because instead of being complicated, everything you need is in one box. You literally don't need to go buy one thing.
Yeah, and Naz always talking about how she can't cook or whatever, but they give her easy instructions and proportioned amount of food, so she doesn't have to really think.
Exactly. And I'm single, so it's not like you're making a huge amount of food like you would normally if you go to the grocery store and then you have all these leftovers that I always throw out because I hate leftovers. Ashley, you love leftovers.
Well, I do like leftovers, but I hate food going bad that you went grocery shopping for.
Exactly.
This prevents it.
And it's also a waste of money. And the best part about HelloFresh is that it's literally less than $10 a meal. For $30 off your first week of HelloFresh, that's a lot of money, $30 off.
Visit HelloFresh.com and use promo code IDGI30 to save $30 off your first week of deliveries. That promo code again is IDGI30. All right, let's get back to complaining about airlines.
Okay, guys, wait. I need to know the Gurgi story.
No, I need to tell you what happened today.
Oh.
Because it's very similar to what you're just talking about with Spirit.
Got it.
And how you said oh, well, now these people brought their carry-on, but they have to check it at the gate. So then they check it on the gate for free, right?
Yeah, it's so unfair.
I'll do
well,
that.
Guess what they started to do?
What?
Today, Lauren and I were towards the back of the plane. We're boarding group 9.
Mm-hmm.
So boarding group 9, you can't bring a carry-on.
No,
Wait,
you can't bring a
what?
carry-on that doesn't. You have to bring a carry-on that
fits
only fits
under
under
your
the seat in
seat.
front of you. So
Wait, what airline is this?
American.
I'm
Basic
so over
economy.
American
Basic
Airlines.
economy. Basic economy. So then Lauren and I, we went to Vegas for one night. So we shared a carry-on bag, a little roller bag, right?
Right.
And we get to the airport today, and we're oh, can't put our little roller bag in the overhead bin. We have to check our carry-on.
Oh my God.
For
But we had to-
$25.
but we had to check it for $25.
They won't do it for free?
No.
And you can't do it at the gate. They charge you, and you have to do it you're checking in regular baggage.
But also, why don't they have overhead bins for you to just put your luggage in? That's crazy.
I don't understand
They
why
don't
they
have
don't make the
enough
overhead
overhead.
bin.
I've
big.
never heard of this issue
So
in my
anyways,
life.
we were thinking maybe we'll just bring it and they'll check it for free, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. But
Yeah.
then they were
They'll sneak it
calling
through.
everyone out who actually tried to
Wow.
do it. So I'm glad we just fucking did it.
I'm glad we just did it too.
But then we had to wait at the airport next
But
year.
that's the
$25
thing.
for your
You
carry-on.
guys, I had a very strict time restraint in coming back today. I had a very important thing at 12:30, and we landed at 12:10. Okay, so I was right next to the airport. My thing, and then I had to unexpectedly wait at baggage claim.
Baggage claim.
Baggage
That
claim.
is not how I packed. You know, I
AKA
didn't pack
purgatory.
to wait for.
It's literally purgatory. It's everyone's just waiting.
I know it really is the worst part. It can be the worst
You
part
know
of the
what
trip.
you know what irks me about the story you just said
What?
is you guys had to pay $25 for a carry-on, and it's well then you could have easily just brought a bigger bag and had your own bags.
Right, but I don't.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We could have brought 2 separate bags and put them under the seat in front of us. Or we could have just put it in a duffel bag. But thanks for the notice, American Airlines.
No, but I'm saying someone else paid $25 for a huge bag, and you paid $25 for your carry-on just because there's no space above your head to
Well,
put it.
there's
About a big one.
that's
That
true.
is crazy.
But Naz, what about this?
That's unfair.
What about the fact that our seats cost just as much as the other people on the plane, but because they booked them first, they got to bring their carry-ons
sure?
for free.
Do you think
But
that's
because
true?
we had a later gate boarding number, a later boarding group, we had to check it at the gate. Yes, Lauren, that's true because there were plenty of roller bags on that flight, and the
Yeah.
overhead bins were full.
Let's talk about boarding the plane for a second. Do you guys, when
Oh
you
my God.
fly, do they board from the back to the front
There's
or the
no
front to the
logic
back?
to it.
There's no logic because when I board lately, they've been boarding from the front to the back, and I'm like, that
Doesn't
makes
make
no
sense.
sense
No
to
sense.
me.
Yeah.
And then you
And
can't
then
find
sometimes
overhead.
they're
Board from the
serving
back
first
to the
class like
front.
there's champagne already, and it's like,
we're
they
still
can,
getting on.
They can
Wait.
hold on.
I have
for
a story
second.
about this. I was so mad because that exactly was happening. I was starving because I'm the worst. I like forget to eat meals and like I rely on. I know I'm like holding my hand up. I rely on like other people and things. And I was like, whatever. I'll get a free water on the plane. Like I didn't have time to buy a water bottle, so I'm like literally parched. And I get on the plane and they're serving first class, fucking like lobster with melted butter on the side. Who knows whatever the fuck they were eating from Ruth's Chris. And I'm like just like sitting down and I hit the the little button for the flight attendant to come up and I'm like, hey, can you please just get me like a bag of peanuts? Like I'm dying and like a water. And she looks at me and smiles and she's like, we're gonna go around and we'll have service like once the plane like takes off. And
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God,
guys,
like,
that's
no
like
shit.
40 minutes
That's
away.
why I'm asking you now.
And they're literally sipping
Really?
Dom Perignon in front, and I can't get a free glass of water. She would not get it for me.
Naz, that's weird.
You know what's even worse?
What?
I fell asleep on the flight, and
You
you know
never got
and then I
it.
never got it.
No way.
And she didn't wake me up, which I guess is
Yeah,
good. I
you
wouldn't
don't wanna
want her to wake
her
me up.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, throw a bag of peanuts in my fucking little pouch,
Now
lady.
that's
You should have
really
been like, I'm gonna
crazy.
faint.
That's,
My mom
like,
asked
wrong.
for wine the second she sits down.
This lady was like, no.
Yeah.
Asks wine on the plane.
Yes, she asked for wine.
Mom?
Like right when she
Well,
gets
some people
on.
probably need it because they get anxiety.
Exactly.
She does. She gets nervous.
Do you guys get anxiety? I don't get anxiety
Hell no,
flying.
I'm on a plane a week.
I love my dad was a pilot, so I was never scared as a kid either.
When was your dad a pilot? The Air Force. Yeah. Okay.
No, but he flew commercial too
Wait,
after.
I didn't know that.
But just for like a couple years.
Really interesting. Oh,
uh-huh.
cute
Real
little
cool.
daddy.
I know my little dad was a pilot. I have
Oh, that's
pictures.
so cute.
I know. I would never people would be scared if there was turbulence.
Yeah.
And they would like my mom would be like, "Are you scared?" And I'd be like, "No, because
fun.
daddy's flown planes, so it's
Aw,
fine."
that's
And literally
cute.
that's I always think that. When
That's
there's like
so
turbulence,
cute.
I'm always like, no.
I think if there was turbulence the whole time, I'd like fall asleep. It's so nice.
That's
okay,
insane to
no.
say.
No,
There's
I
been
think-
scary ass turbulence.
Like if it's like light shaking, I'll like that.
I enjoy the feeling, but I wish that there's just like a ride at like Universal Studios Disneyland where it would like mimic turbulence, but like you knew you weren't gonna ever
Yeah,
go
like,
down because I like the
whoa.
feeling, but then like that fear of
Like
going
Tower of
down
Terror?
is like
Yeah.
in your head. Yeah,
Tower of Terror,
well,
rest
Tower
in
of Terror,
peace.
Yeah,
Wow.
sort of like that.
I can't believe they got rid of that ride.
But like I want like Crash, the plane ride, and then like to like simulate sort of like a crash, but it never actually hits the
That's
ground.
terrifying.
I like that. I like that idea.
Okay, I'm not moving on because we're talking about boarding for a second.
Yeah.
Why do they go dee 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 dee? Why don't they board you when the whole like boarding thing, what's that called?
What do you mean?
What's that thing called that you like stand in before you like actually get on the plane?
the
Like
terminal?
hanger.
No. Hangar?
The thing you stand in.
You know, like the tunnel.
The terminal.
No, the tunnel.
tunnel. When you're
Like after you've scanned your ticket?
Yeah.
Yeah. The little bridge.
yeah.
The bridge to
There's
get
like
onto
a
the
very
plane.
specific word for this.
Oh, okay.
And
I
now
don't know
it's slipping my mind. But yeah,
The
why
gangway?
the gangway.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
You guys
why
have so many words.
do they have you stand in there? Why don't they just do boarding group 1 and then boarding group 1 goes in
And they
sit
sit the
down,
fuck down.
and then they
And
go
then-
boarding group 2 and then just why isn't it like that? Why do we have to like stand like with our heavy backpacks on and like
Because
lug,
it
lug,
probably
lug?
take longer. I kind of agree. It's like just get everyone on. Who cares if I have to wait on the gangway? What is it called?
Gangway.
The gangway.
All right, another
The gang
question.
bang. Okay, one thing that you get annoyed about.
Yeah, I think
and
you're gonna
I get
hit this
annoyed
right now that I was just
is
gonna say.
when they say boarding group B and everyone's standing up.
Yeah.
That's not in group B.
Yeah.
and just
Why?
waiting.
Why
Why
do
don't you
you
guys
do
just
that?
sit?
Why do you do that? I need to know.
I think
you
you
guys.
stand because you're going to be sitting for a long time.
But you think you're going to get on first? Really, you're only saving like what 2 minutes of your life?
I know it's
and then you're going to
really,
sit on
really
the plane
weird.
and wait.
And
So
it's really weird to me how like I understand with Southwest you want to get there early. No, Southwest, yeah, South,
I hate Southwest.
No, Southwest, you want to have a good boarding number, right?
Yeah.
But if you have any other airline, you just have an assigned seat. So why do you care? When they're sorry,
Ashley, what are you
sorry. When they are boarding group 1,
Yes.
and then they have like the rows for all of the like group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, group 5, right?
Yes.
Why are the people standing in the group 5 line when group 1 hasn't even been called?
I don't get it. That's an I don't get. I don't get it.
That is truly an I don't get it.
Like,
And
just
I need
sit.
all you guys to know I am not a stander.
I was just going to, can we get into standing and sitting for a second? I really like sitting.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I like
think
sitting
about this.
more. I really think about it too. Like when people are just like, "Oh, I'll just stand," I think that's so weird.
can't stand very
I
long.
don't like standing ever.
We sat at the Hanson
So
concert
Lauren
last
and I
night.
spent an extra $170 last night
to sit.
To sit.
To sit.
So worth
but
it.
was
So
Naz,
worth it.
Not just to sit, but to have a waitress. And then
Yeah, we got drinks every like 10
Oh my
minutes.
when I
God.
say it was $170 extra, it wasn't like $170 plus food and beverage. Like you had to just meet the 150.
Oh wow! So all went
150
towards
minimum.
Why
So
wouldn't
all we
everyone
did
do
was
that?
eat
It's
and
amazing.
drink and
and
be
we were the
served and
closest
sit.
table to the stage.
Yeah.
God.
And then when a cool song, they're all cool. But when like a pump up song would come on, Laura and I would just stand and jump. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like next to our stool. It was the way that every concert that was
That was
magical.
us at Harry. Like we would sit some
Yeah.
songs and then we stood for the good ones.
Yeah.
But the girls behind us were screaming and standing the whole time. It's like, why do you want to stand?
I don't know. Standing sucks.
Standing.
I've never been a stander.
Standing is so boring.
It's not me being out of shape or anything, which I am, but I'm fine with walking. I can walk. I can hike, Naz, as you would like to say, but do not have me stand still. I don't want to stand still.
yeah, standing's boring.
I'm a little riled up right now.
Oh shit.
No, I love it.
I'm going to take a break.
Wait, can we talk about being on the plane now?
As
And
Lauren
about,
talks about the Gurgi story.
oh yeah,
We have to
never
go
talked
back to
about
the
that.
what initiated this passion.
Okay, so what happened, Lauren?
Okay, so Gergie was standing next to his crate that he always goes in, and he's very comfortable. He lays in there. He's fine. And the woman goes, "Oh, the dog's too big for the crate." She was like, "I would never put my dog in such a small crate going across country."
I mean,
What?
it's 5 hours.
She
It's
gets
5
5 hours. She goes,
hours.
"I would never let that happen." Like, she was like, for the dog's sake.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm like,
she was
fuck
making
you.
She
us
was like
seem
judging
She was
you.
judging us for putting him. I'm like, he's 9 pounds. He fits in the crate. He lays down. He can move around. She goes, "Oh no, they have to be standing, and then you have to be able to close it so
And
they
I
can
go-
walk around in there." I
I
go,
go-
"What dog can walk around?"
No dog.
Like
In
a
a-
chihuahua.
a chihuahua,
okay?
maybe.
Just
Not
a
even.
chihuahua. And I go, well, the rule is 20 pounds. A 20-pound dog can
fit
ride with
under your
you
seat.
in a crate under
Right.
your
And
seat.
And then she was like, "Yeah, but that 20-pound dog has to be able to stand up in their crate."
She goes, "See,
Is
that's-
that written in the rules?
And she goes, "It's all
She goes,
online."
"It's all online. You should really be reading this if you're
Oh
bringing a
my
dog." I was
God.
like, lady, I have been on your airline multiple times with this one dog.
Lady.
And this is what you're doing right now is not okay.
It's
because
so, we were late too. Like
No, we
hurry
weren't.
the fuck up. Like, are we gonna miss our flight because our
Oh,
overage?
that's so annoying. So then what happened?
No, so I got so angry because she was like insinuating that we were like being
Bad dog
mean to the
parents.
dog.
Yeah,
and, like,
that's so judgy.
You guys don't even. I mean, you guys
I'm like,
out there
if you're
probably
bringing
know
your
how
dog
much we
with
love
you on trips, you're not abusing your dog at all. Like, you're bringing him to like lovely places.
And to be 100% transparent, Lauren and I always take Gergie out of the crate,
And he
he
sits
sits
on
on
our
our lap the entire time, and we cover him with a blankie so that the flight attendants don't see. So, or whenever a flight attendant walks by, we cover him. Sorry, not sorry. And
And he doesn't bother anyone.
he doesn't bother anyone. He always stays right in between us. He is the most well-behaved dog. He doesn't bark at all. But even if he is in the crate, he's not feeling trapped or scared or anything.
I just would have been like, well, lady, why don't you fly to New York and go rescue all the dogs
Yeah.
that live in smaller apartments than this crate that live in New York City
never
and bring
single
them
light
to
of
Los
day.
Angeles
Yeah.
and get to run around in parks?
Yeah.
Like,
Also,
what?
I was like, so you're telling me that if I want to travel with my dog, I'll do the far more humane thing by putting it in the belly of the
belly
plane?
of the plane. Then
And dogs die like all the time in that section because
Do they
don't
really?
pressurize it correctly.
I know you told me Okay, so here's where you guys and I differ. I think it's okay for people to travel with their dogs in the belly. I feel like sometimes if you have a big dog, because you guys know I love big dogs,
that there's
you
a lot
have
of times that you can't.
And I think it's fine, but do dogs actually die down there? Like, is that
there's
a
like an
real
occurrence
thing?
Do you know how
couple times
cold
a
it is
year.
down there?
Yeah.
It's like negative
With
100
the temperature
degrees.
and like the air pressure, like they don't.
So
pressure
dogs
it.
have died?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a common thing. It happens before. I'm just saying that, like, you're telling me that I should put my dog in the scary belly with a bigger crate, and
I
he'd
would be
more
crying the whole
comfortable?
time. I would not know how he was feeling.
I would drive across country before I did that.
Yeah.
I mean, with a
That's
small
so
dog,
annoying.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah. So she just continued to give us a hard time. And
I'm like, okay, so we're not going to bring my dog home?
Yeah, I
Is
was
that
like-
what you're telling
Yeah,
me?
like, what is my
Yeah.
alternative,
Yeah,
ladies?
exactly.
Give me my option.
She wasn't giving us
and
an
that's the worst,
alternative.
when people just give you issues but don't give you a solution.
They were like, is this your home you're going to? Or like, can you like essentially leave it? And I'm
no, like I was like a little tempted to just call mom and be like, you fuckers, I'm calling my mom who's going to stay here until Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But also, I wasn't going to give in like that.
Yeah.
So eventually, they like
the
called the
supervisor
upper
said
ups.
it's fine.
The up and ups. No, he had to call his person. And then they're like, and just to let you know that, like, there are 3 dogs only allowed in each plane. So, like, if
Wait,
there had already
really?
been 3 dogs booked, you have to make sure you call to make sure that he's only the one of 3 dogs.
Wait, I never knew that.
And I'm like,
This woman
that's
is a rule book.
stupid rule.
No one-
I was aware of this rule,
Oh,
but
really?
I've never heard it being
Ashley,
enforced.
that's a stupid rule. I was aware.
I
of this
was.
rule.
The first time we flew, when I flew with Ethel, I was like, do I have to call beforehand and see if, like, reserve her a spot?
Yeah.
And it says, like, there can only be, like, 3 dogs in the cabin.
All right, well, from now on, we'll call and reserve. 'cause-
Here's the thing with like rules and like people. So like I've never really been a rule follower. Like I just in life,
Yeah,
I
I
feel
always-
like I
yeah.
really feel like there's 2 different types of people in the world. Ashley, you for the most part like rules.
I like rules.
I don't
but
like
I don't
rules.
like absurd rules like that.
I like breaking a lot of rules.
I
Like
wanted to break all of these rules.
I'm the person that gets like asked for water at Taco Bell and then put soda in it.
I used to do that, but then I felt guilty.
I mean, that's just a small example
I will
of
break
like
all the U-turn rules. I will make a fucking U-turn
yes,
when it
the
says
road
not
is
to.
my. You guys know I'm the worst driver ever.
Yeah.
I don't.
Very bad.
I had my friend take my driver's license test for me. That's why I don't know what any signs mean. So like
What?
you know, we had to
How did you
read the
do
book
that?
and know what all the signs
You
are.
don't even need to read the book. It's so obvious what the signs mean.
I just had her take it, so I don't even know.
How did you have that? How'd you do that?
Because you in Florida.
Oh, no.
In Florida, you can take it online and then you
No.
just do the actual driving test.
No.
And I almost didn't pass that because when she said turn your turn signal on, I turned the windshield wipers on.
Well, that depends on the vehicle. That can
Yeah.
be
Well, I was in
commonly-
my parents' Volkswagen buggy. Oh, I'm going to throw up.
My parents.
My parents'
My parents Volkswagen.
my parents.
Okay, well, back
Okay,
to
so-
the 3 dog maximum. The 3 dog maximum is stupid because why does it matter? Like, what?
Well,
Why does it matter?
no, I think it matters because
Why?
if there's 10 dogs on the flight and they're all shitting themselves and barking, it's a very unpleasant flight for everyone else flying.
don't know
Maybe
if
they'll
that's
all
the
get
rule.
chatty or something and they'll
But
start,
so,
like, talking.
but so I have a suggestion. Why not apply that to babies? I'm sorry,
Yeah.
we're only allowing 3 babies on this flight. You have to leave your second child at home,
Or 3 smelly people, because then the whole plane will smell if there's more than 3 smelly people.
or 3 people that sleep and lean in on you.
Or sleep with their mouths open.
Mouths
I have
open or
never.
breathe heavily or fart because you guys all know that flying is really just smelling 30 other
just
people's
a fart
farts.
festival.
You're really just smelling 30 other people's farts for however many hours you're on there.
That's true. I have never been disturbed by a dog on a plane, but I've many times been disturbed by small children.
So many times.
But I guess, what are you going to do?
I know.
And
I
it
can't.
must be very scary.
I'm not going to talk shit.
very scary
because
for babies.
because when I have kids, I'm obviously going to
Yeah.
probably fly with them.
I mean,
but-
there was a terror in front of me last week. He was a terror. He kept screaming, just screaming, and like throwing his toy truck everywhere and making sounds.
I just think you should get up and like move to the back and like maybe just like move your baby up and down.
This kid
I don't
was, like,
know.
Shake it a little
5.
bit.
He was 5.
Like just shake him up. I don't know what to do with those things. But like don't just sit there and let him wail while I'm trying to sleep. This is my red eye. This is like my 8 hours of sleep I'm trying to get right now.
There was one really funny thing that this kid did say. We hit some like a very weird spot of turbulence. Okay. I mean, it was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Just for like a second. And he screams. He goes, what's happening?
Oh, guys, that's really cute. That's really cute.
Why is that so funny?
Why is
It's
that
just funny
funny?
because he was being the devil, and then like he got scared.
Yeah.
Like he deserved it. Like the plane was like, I'm gonna show you.
Yeah, it's funny. I thought I was gonna say, "What the fuck?"
Oh my god.
That would have been hilarious.
Are you guys like middle seat people or window or
Who the
aisle?
fuck is a middle seat person?
I don't know. Maybe a weirdo.
Wait. Lauren, I wish we had Johnny call in. Like, Johnny, if he could call in to talk about the time that he had this guy
would
with
never
bad
stop.
breath.
Who's Johnny?
Johnny is Donnie Wahlberg's assistant. So he's on tour with New Kids on the Block. So Lauren and I are like pretty close to Johnny. And he tells this story of this time that he was with somebody. He was next to somebody on a plane.
It was first class, like someone on a plane, and this guy was talking on the phone, and
Oh
his
my god.
breath, he was like,
No.
he's breathing, and he's asking like the waitress for something. He goes,
Johnny is very open.
Johnny's like, "Yo, there's something died in your mouth."
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he goes, "Something's wrong. Something's
No.
wrong." He was like, "You gotta ask her for a mint or some water or something, because something died in your mouth."
And he just wouldn't relent.
He wouldn't stop. He just kept telling him. He's like,
Whoa.
he was like, "You gotta clean your mouth." I don't know. He was like, "Get some Listerine."
Oh,
and
damn.
the
And
guy
he
was like, "Excuse me?"
He's like, I'm putting the air against your mouth so that the
It
air blows
blows
away from me.
in a circle. So
Oh my god, that's so funny.
So funny.
I hate that fucking little air thing. What is it Chris D'Elia or Dane Cook that says that who is it? There's some comedian out there that has a joke about how like the little air thing just hits like one eye socket of your eye.
I think that's Chris.
Oh my god, it's so
Yeah.
true. It's like it does nothing. That little air vent.
Yeah.
And then
I
the
think it
light
does
to
something.
read. It's like
Light to read.
I hate when
hate those
I'm
lights.
trying to
Contention.
sleep. I hate when I'm trying to sleep and the person next to me is like reading a novel and they have their light on.
I really, really think that it should be a common courtesy that if the sun is already down and it is nighttime on your flight, you probably shouldn't turn that light on.
Or
I know.
Is that wrong of me to say?
I mean, people gotta read, I guess.
Read, I'm not gonna sleep.
I mean, you don't have to read.
I think it's fucking annoying when the sun's up and your window's open.
Lauren hates it when I have the window open.
So I
but-
always have a window seat, and I want to know your guys' opinion. I always close it for the most part, whether it's day or night, and I
Yeah.
sleep on it. Is that mean? But then I love looking out. I think it's the coolest thing ever to look out the window when you're flying.
If I have a
really
win-
do
if
think
I have a
it's
window,
so
it's closed
awesome.
most time unless I'm landing, and then I want to see when I'm landing.
Right.
I'm very particular, I think, now that I'm thinking about it. I think if it's a short flight and I'm in the window seat and it's during the day, it's open. If it's a cross country, it's probably closed for the majority of the flight during the daytime. But if it's during the nighttime, which is my very favorite time to fly,
It doesn't matter to anyone if it's open during the nighttime because it's not.
I
protecting
like it open
anybody.
during the
That's
nighttime
true.
because I find it very therapeutic. Like one of like my favorite parts of life is like putting on some good soft rock
And looking
and
out
looking
the window.
out the
yeah,
window.
I love looking out the
It's
window.
very
It really like puts life in
reflective.
perspective.
Yeah,
Like I think it's so crazy that people don't sit in the window always because I'm like, you're getting like such an awesome view that you don't get all the time. I mean, now we get it all the time because we all fly. But when you really think about it and you sit in the window seat, like it's you do feel so small. I think
Yeah.
it's so cool.
yeah. I agree.
What about going to the bathroom?
I was gonna
Because
say,
that's my
I-
issue is when I sit in the
I
window,
like
I always have to
because
pee.
I don't have to ask anyone to move.
Guys,
and I don't usually. Sleep.
I legit gave this elderly Asian man a lap dance. Like I climbed over
I did
him,
the same thing with
vagina
another
in
Asian
his face, like could not get out because he had, you know, like chips and nuts and like I don't know what it was, a stuffed bear, like all this stuff in his feet. I don't know where he was going.
That I think we must have been next to the same man because I gave a very similar man a lap dance while going to the bathroom twice. Like he didn't budge. He didn't offer. He didn't like make a small shift in motion to be like, oh, I'm going to get out of this girl's way.
But the thing
or at
is-
least attempt.
Even when people do, the shift does nothing. Like, let's all admit
I
it. You like
know.
move your knee like 2 inches, and it's like, oh, now I can fit my body
You just
through.
gotta
No, but
stand
he like
up
literally
on your chair.
stared at me as I was like, okay, now. And like, yeah.
Well, since we're on the elderly, cute Asian man that I sit next to, why do I never sit next to a hot guy?
I don't want
I
to sit
never
next to a hot
sit.
guy.
I
No,
do.
I do
I want to
not.
meet. I want a Julia Roberts meet a cute guy on a plane.
See, I could do that on a train where you can hear somebody speak, but like talking on a plane is just not pleasant for me whatsoever. It's loud. I just like
Why
to
is it
drift off.
loud?
It's loud. I can barely listen to a movie because of like just the sound of the air.
Oh, the plane. You
Yeah.
mean like the air?
And I don't need to be in such close quarters with this guy. And then, like, what happens if you stop talking and you're on a 5-hour flight and you talk for like 2 hours and you're like, okay, so I'm just gonna pop these things
Yeah,
in my ear now.
bye.
Yeah. And
No,
then you're
I don't
I don't want
wanna
to
talk
talk for 5 hours straight.
No, I think that would be like a dream for me. If
that
I
is
could meet
so
someone
bananas.
on a
That's because you
flight.
love talking.
No, that's not
You
why.
love talking.
No,
You
that's-
love socializing.
No, because I don't like socializing with random people on a plane if I'm tired.
I guess you just love socializing with hot guys.
well, I don't see anyone that wouldn't.
I have never once in my life, like, this is what I told Lauren today. So you guys know that I'm obsessed with Olivia Culpo. She flies all the time, more than me, like maybe 3 planes a week. And she looks flawless on each one of them. For some reason, she's always documenting the way she looks on planes. I'm like, Lauren, how does Olivia look like that on planes? I would never.
Well, that's her job, Ashley.
That's exactly
That's
what
her
I said.
job.
I would never take the effort to look good on a plane.
Well, here's the thing.
That's me at my absolute
She's not
grossest.
efforting. She just already has amazing outfits.
She has a stylist.
Yes.
I know him. His name's Jason.
How do you sit in a plane across country in like a cute outfit?
No, see,
It's
I
not
am.
a cute outfit always. It's like a comfortable.
Yeah, I'm into it. I'm into the airport style. I like styling up. My mom gets mad at me if I look like shit and I'm flying because she's like, you never know who you're going to meet. Also, you're way more likely to get upgraded if you look put together.
I know.
I Ashley looks so gross.
Unless you're
so
on a
gross.
red eye. I think a red eye, I'm not going to lie, I've looked like shit on red eyes, but it's like because I have my glasses on, I took my contacts
thing-
out, and I'm going to go to bed. But if you are not on a red eye, especially you, Ashley, like so many people ask you for pictures, like
Nobody
you
knows
put
who
on-
I am on a plane because I look that gross. I never get approached in
I
the
just
airport
think
because people are like,
in
that
the
can't
airport,
actually
you're
be
you're
cool.
Lauren,
interacting
no
with
one
so many-
approached Ashley in none of the 4 airports you were in this weekend.
I guess not, but like
Really?
you interact with so many people when you're flying. Like everyone's looking at your face and like looking up. I don't know. So I try to look okay.
Yeah, just presentable. You
Just
don't need
like
to
an
look like
all-black
Olivia
outfit and
Culpo.
some foundation.
Exactly, foundation,
Yeah.
mascara,
yeah, but not
and
if it's
Adidas
a really early morning
tracksuit.
flight. Then Lauren and I would never dare.
I would still wear like an all black outfit
Yeah.
where I'm like don't look homeless.
What does Ashley wear?
I
Her
look wear-
Do you wear your
homeless.
Eeyore sweater?
She'll wear her
No,
Eeyore
good.
sweatshirt with
Oh,
her
God.
blue sweatpants in like in slip-ons with socks.
No,
Like different
I
colors?
Put the socks in my backpack so I can put them on flight. I know that this is one of my flaws.
And then there's a
Ashley,
new
you
thing.
need to look a little
This
put
new
together
thing is
on
her
a plane.
scarf that it just
I
makes her
love-
look
it's
so
a cozy
homeless.
that I got from the FabFitFun box.
I
Yeah,
was
but
just
with
gonna
your
ask you.
Eeyore sweatshirt,
I'm not actually wearing the Eeyore sweatshirt. It's not exaggerating.
So then, what are you wearing on the plane?
I don't know. What did I wear the other day? I wore like that
stain-
big
it was
white
this
stained
big
shit.
white stained shirt,
Stained,
Stained.
Ashley.
of
Stained.
foundation
little
around the
spaghetti
neck,
on it.
and then other stains going down.
I drop a lot of food.
and I'm like, you can't.
Drop a lot of food. I'm gonna get you a bib for Christmas.
We talk about confidence a lot here on the I Don't Get It podcast and how much of a difference it makes when it comes to the millennial lifestyle, the way you carry yourself, the way you date. BioClarity is here to provide you with clear skin. It is a totally new, powerful system that is proven to work. BioClarity is clinically proven to clear up acne blemishes and help maintain clear, confident, there's that word again, skin without all the harsh side effects of other treatments. So put your best face forward and go out and conquer the world. Just go to bioclarity.com. My listeners will get their first month for only $9.95 plus free shipping. That's a $20 savings. And it comes with a 100% risk-free money-back guarantee. But you need to enter my code GETIT, GETIT. It's risk-free, people. Try it out. Go to bioclarity.com and enter the code GETIT. bioclarity.com.
Another thing that I totally don't understand about air travel is the literal act of flying. How the fuck are we taking off in this thing that weighs a bazillion pounds?
I'll never get over it.
That is the biggest I don't get in the world. How are we
I think it's
flying?
actually my biggest I don't get in the world too.
I mean, I probably don't allow myself to go that far to even think about it because it's too mind-boggling.
Well, to me, the most mind-boggling part of it all is that in like the past, not even 150 years, we went from like not having cars basically to
Flying
going
across
in
oceans.
planes, like we went from like not having cars to the airplane in like 50 years. That is mind-boggling.
Guys, that is literally crazy.
But then what about going to the moon?
There was the invention of the car, and then can we look this up? What year was the Model T? What year did that
I don't
come out?
know, 50 years ago.
I think
Naz, don't be a Florida
I think
educated woman. I want to say it was like 1910ish.
7,
but
07,
maybe, yeah. The first decade of the 1900s.
that doesn't even make sense. How do we go to like World War I with no cars?
But we didn't. World War One is in the teens.
14.
teens.
Yeah.
you guys, you lost me.
So I'm just saying.
The whole point
We
of
went
this,
from the discovery of the car to going to the moon in like 60 years.
I think what's insane is that you can just literally, like anywhere in the world is accessible to us via airplane. Like
Yeah.
almost anywhere.
Yeah, that's really
like
weird.
you can go across the world in an air. What's the longest flight you guys have ever been on?
We went to
Spain.
Spain.
How long was that?
8
Okay.
hours.
I
About
flew
8
to
hours.
Thailand.
Oh my God.
16
What
hours.
bachelor season was that?
JoJo's. 14 hours on Cathay Pacific. Can you imagine?
And just like
Can you guys imagine sitting in a chair for 14
What do you
hours?
do?
That's what I did. Nothing. I slept. I Xanaxed out, knocked out for 10, was awake for 4.
Oh, well, that's
then
good. No,
landed
that's
in
fine.
Hong Kong, had to get in like another 2-hour flight. Like planes are, I don't know. I just don't get it.
I mean, I really don't get the
I don't think I'll
technology
ever
of
travel
it.
that far on an airplane.
And
So
then
our family was talking about this week. We were like, it sounds so snotty, but I would never go as far as Spain again without having first class. Like, I would make sure that was like, I saved and saved.
international,
you
you have to get saved for first class.
yeah.
Or you're miserable. But another thing I don't get, guys, is one of my biggest pet peeves when we're flying is when they play the stupid video on like how to save yourself if we crash. Because like I've flown before and I've seen it, and I feel like the system should know who's flown and who hasn't, and they should just play the video for the one person, or maybe, I don't know, 7 people on the plane who have never flown. But like
I'm sure there's not even 7 people on the plane.
I know to grab my oxygen mask and put it on me before you, and I know how to put my seatbelt on, and I know my flotation device is under the chair.
Okay, but
I don't
here's
need
the thing.
I don't need a rap
Here's the
Virgin
thing.
Atlantic.
This is what
I
I
don't
say.
need a song.
it's like the longest god awful rap I've ever heard.
It's actually
kinda
pretty
cute.
good rap. It's pretty
I
good.
think it's really
The
cute.
nun makes me laugh. She cracks me up. There's a nun that comes out and she like shakes her and shimmies. It's really funny. Anyways, I hate the video.
well,
Because I just want to start my movie, you know?
Well, today they kept interrupting our movie.
yeah, I only had
with,
like 40 minutes to watch this shit.
And then they were like, we are going to be landing in 20 minutes. And like, I'm like, I don't need to know that. I just need to watch It's Complicated again.
I know. And yeah, for the 8th time. And the pilot's like,
Funny.
we'll be landing in
Yeah.
Fort Lauderdale, and the temperature is like, it's like, hey, pilot, I don't have a choice. I got to get off the plane when I get to Fort
Yeah.
Lauderdale. So whether it's 0 degrees or 80,000 degrees, I'm going to walk out.
whole-
And
okay.
and I'm not going to magically buy a jacket from here to there.
You know what I secretly kind of like when there's like a big game going on, and then they like come on the intercom. And they're like, "This is what happened the other
Yeah,
day."
they're like, "The Dodgers
They're like,
won."
the Dodgers won 3-1.
Oh, that's
And then
cool.
like everybody from LA on the plane goes, "Yay!"
Oh my God, do you guys hate when people clap on when
The
you
only
land?
time I've
Never
ever
happened.
experienced a clap was when we got off the flight from Spain back home.
Because
it
we were
was so long.
happy to be landed.
Every flight I've flown to the Dominican Republic, everyone's like, "Woo!
Yeah.
Llegamos! Llegamos!" Everyone, it's like literally like a salsa club in there, and I'm like,
That is so
What
cool.
is happening? It's 2017.
That is so
That is so
funny.
cool. I
No.
love that. I love Latin culture like that. They're so passionate.
It's annoying.
Okay, but like I do want to talk about the video and stuff because One, it's nice that there's a video, and I don't really notice at all the flight attendants doing it in the aisle anymore. Do they still do that, or just not look?
Sometimes they do.
Some flights that don't have TVs have to do it.
Okay, so the life vest is not. I want to know, like, if they go, it's under the seat in front of you. It's like, but am I really going to be able to find it in that crisis?
No, people will just be shrieking at the top of their lungs.
Like, I'm never
going to
where
find
it is.
It's crazy to me because it's literally, they're like, oh, and here are the nearest exit doors. It's like, bitch, if this shit's going down at 1,000,000 miles an hour, you're going to be like, get me the fuck out of here. This window is going to become an exit.
But, like, you won't be able to fit out the window.
But, like, everyone, it's going to be chaos.
I know.
There's no point to plan. It'll be chaos.
Lauren is always saying, who would you want to be in a crisis like that with in my life? And I don't really know. I think I would be heroic. I think I could be good.
You think you would be
I
heroic?
think I would be good.
I disagree.
I don't think you would be heroic.
You'd be flipping the fuck out, Ashley.
I think you would be crying so hard your eyes wouldn't be open.
You'd be like, ugh,
I love my life. I think I would want to keep living. Like, I really think that
I know you'd want to keep living.
Here's the thing. I would just accept that this is my time. We're going down. We're dying.
All I would do is, I would think I'd be pretty good, but then also I think I'd be like, wow, I wonder what death's going to feel like.
I would just be so
dark.
scared of the point of impact. You know?
Yeah.
Can you, like, the people that were on Sully's plane, the people that landed on,
Hudson
the
or
Hudson, that's what it is. Like, can you imagine what was going through their minds when he's like, we're going to land in the water. We're doing a water
would've
landing.
been like, okay, we're doing a water landing. At least we're doing a landing.
Yeah.
I would have like actually been maybe okay on
Honestly,
that flight.
if
It's
I
the
was
ones that
younger-
are just going straight. Like, he like landed it, like on the belly. I'm talking nose down.
Right.
I just remember when I was younger and I would think about a plane crash, the first thing I would think about was like my luggage. I would be like, oh, my shoes are in there.
Wow, so materialistic, Lord. I would low-key be excited to see this fucking, like, big-ass slide that apparently is on.
I know.
And everyone slides down. Like, that would be a fun ride.
That
kind of.
slide, is it really? It's not a slide down. It's like a slide out to the way.
It's like down and out.
It's barely even.
It's down and then to the left. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, while it's falling down, you're
No,
supposed to.
it's like a water landing slide.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
like, once you've already hit the water.
I don't know.
then
Actually,
you go
I don't
out
watch
into
the videos
slide.
anymore.
Okay, wait. I was going to say something about. Materialism. Sometimes, like, I do wonder if in my mind at that moment, I'd be like, but just make sure to save your laptop. Like, if you survive this impact, like, grab your laptop.
You're crazy.
No, I mean, I don't think I would do it, Naz, but you know how, like, you always have to have your phone in your hand? I wonder if, like, I would need to have my phone in my hand.
I would want my phone just to have, like, numbers to call because I don't have any numbers memorized. But, like, anything else, like, I always think if someone comes and robs my house, I don't give a fuck what they take. I really don't care. You can get anything back.
No, I don't.
You
I
just
don't
run
care
for
either.
your
But I
life.
wonder,
I'm not
like,
caring about that. I'm
like,
just, like, saying my, like...
what is it? Like, biologically?
No, not biologically. It's just, like, that is our habit. Like, the habit
Yeah,
is
if
to
we'd be
grab-
thinking about our phone in that instance, like...
That would be so
I
sad.
probably
Right,
not.
like
to be
reflex.
honest,
It's like a
probably
reflex
not.
to
But
grab
the
your
Yeah, the
phone.
reflex to grab my phone.
Is this weird? Do you guys ever think, like, if I died on a plane, who would I call? Or, like, who would
Yeah.
I text? That's, like, always a
call
thought
my
I
mom.
I do it
have.
all the
Lauren.
time. Yeah.
I'd
But,
hope
like,
to
what
be
would
with
you
Lauren.
say?
Lauren and I would go down together.
Oh, great. What about me, Ashley? Cool.
I would not
Guess I'm
call
just
you.
a colleague.
I would
call
say tell
my
us-
mom and dad.
Guess I'm just a colleague.
I don't think I'm gonna get in multiple phone calls, Naz. So
Well, you should send out a mass text.
you're telling me that you would call me if your plane was going
I
down?
would send out a mass text telling everyone I love
You're
them.
gonna go through and send a mass text. You're gonna go through click, click, click.
You also
click.
can't send texts from the sky.
Yeah, you can.
You can-
Planes have Wi-Fi.
call.
Free Wi-Fi.
Can't call from the sky very much either.
Speaking of
Yeah, do they
calling,
even have phones on the planes anymore?
Yeah,
they don't have phones on.
no,
planes
because
anymore.
everyone has cell phones. Speaking of calling loved ones, if your plane's crashing, did you guys see? What is it? United Flight 42. What was the movie after 9/11?
No, I have never seen any of the 9/11
Okay,
movies.
you guys, The scariest movie, and Lauren, we watch horror movies.
But all those phone calls are great.
The scariest movie.
Great, you know.
I have, yeah.
You know what I mean, guys.
Yes.
Touching.
The scariest
Scary.
movie I've ever seen in my entire life was that movie that was based on a real story of the United flight that went down with the terrorists. If you guys watch that movie, you will be, whenever someone gets up on a plane, I'm terrified. I'm like, don't get up on a plane and reach for your pocket. I don't care if you have a tissue. Like, it literally terrifies me. I hate when people get up and they're walking up and down, you know, to stretch their legs, because I'm always like, this is it.
That's
like,
what
this
I
guy's
do in movie
gonna kill
theaters.
me.
So, the movie theater
I am
fucked
more
me up.
scared in movie theaters
I am on
now
airplanes.
than on airplanes.
I was scared of movie theaters after the
Aurora.
Batman shooting,
but
but after that, I wasn't.
for some reason, I still feel like movie theaters you're more likely to have happen. I think it's more likely to have happen again in a movie theater.
Yeah, because there's a security.
Because
going
there's
in the
a
theater.
security.
It's all dark and scary.
Yeah, it's dark. You can bring anything in there.
Guys, and isn't it scary when the stupid people that work at the theater just like
come
chill
in
the
with their little
front?
light
Yeah,
thing
they're
to
just
check
standing with their arms
temperature.
crossed. I'm like, hello, we think we're going to get attacked here. Do your
Yeah,
job and get out of
especially
here.
during movies like It, and like there was a movie you and I were watching. one
Yeah,
time.
it was Annabelle Creation or something.
Yeah, and they were moving around, and I'm
I
like,
hate that. I
just
get
go
so
away.
nervous in movies now.
I
It's
know.
really
it's really
weird.
sad.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Well,
On a
that
happy
was,
note.
you know, anything else?
I think that's fine. Do you guys not get anything else? The food, how they don't give food. I don't know. I think we're done.
Airplane food is gross.
I enjoy it.
You like airplane food?
I don't mind it as long as it's
not
like
good.
it's like a turkey sandwich. What? Nothing's wrong with it.
Yeah, it's like it tastes like a processed
It's very processed, but
do
we
you guys
eat
remember-
processed food all the time.
Yeah, I know, but it tastes like the preservatives. It tastes like preservative food.
I remember when I would fly American Airlines to Dominican Republic when I was little.
Oh,
and
that was really cool.
They had legit meals, guys.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
they were
yeah.
like, "Do you want pasta, chicken, steak?"
Now, I remember that when we were little, and I thought that was like the coolest thing.
Now
too.
it's like just pretzels.
But I remember being nervous to order it. I'm like, Mom, can you say I want the chicken?
yeah, and it always come with like a little cornbread and
Yeah.
a brownie.
I thought
Or the driest roll in human history.
The driest roll, you could throw it at someone's head and it would hurt.
But you'd still eat it, and you still were like,
is
"Yeah, I'm
kinda
getting
cool."
free
Yeah.
food on a plane."
Yeah.
and sometimes I do like smell the first class food, and it's like that looks good, smells good. Never been first class.
No,
What would like they would serve full on meals for like 2-hour flights?
Yeah, I don't get that, but I guess they get like everything with it.
it was so nice. And then they stopped serving meals and started charging for bags. I'm telling you, these are the worst days.
What's next in our
I
future?
really like had something else to say about crashing, because I think like I do think that crashing is like the biggest human fear. Like I feel like that's like the universal fear.
Like the way to die.
Like
the
when
worst.
you think of like dying in like a tragic event, I think you normally think of dying in a plane crash, and it happens so infrequently.
I think it happens pretty frequently.
No, it
actually.
doesn't.
Like, we should
When was
think
the last
about
time we had
car
a major.
accidents?
I think
when was the
people
last time we
think
had a
about
major
cars.
airline crash in America.
I feel like there's a lot, Ashley.
Naz, are you?
There's a lot of small
There's a lot
planes.
of small airplanes. I'm
Yeah.
talking about big commercial airplanes.
Let me just Google
There's one-
plane crash United States.
Scientifically, there is one plane crash. One private plane goes down each day. Those are
It's
like
like why ever
four
get
seaters.
in one?
Those are like 4-6 seaters. But like an actual major airline has not gone down in a long time.
Wikipedia has all the major crashes.
Okay,
But
so what was the
by
last one?
state. Like categorized by state. Which is weird.
You should just type in the last big American plane crash.
Literally in Google, last big American plane crash.
Yeah.
Last big American.
Like I remember that plane that went down like a year or two ago and they couldn't find it for a while.
February 12, 2009, Air
Okay.
Flight 3407 was flying from Newark, New Jersey to Buffalo, New York when it crashed into a house.
What?
All 49 individuals on the plane were killed, along with one of the residents of the house. It was the most recent fatal U.S. crash before Saturday. Oh, but that was written in July 2013. Damn it,
For
Google.
Saturday. What does that fucking mean?
I don't know, guys.
Okay, so
Flying
it's been a
is-
while. It's 2009, and that was
That's
not
a short
that
flight.
was in the
Newark
small,
to Buffalo?
Yeah, it was 2 and 2.
I just really terrifies me. But another thing I don't get about planes is why is the snack box $14.95? Why?
Oh, like
Why
the
is-
cheese plate?
Anything.
Yeah.
Why are you charging $14.90? No, I don't want your $15 snack box. Thank you.
Monopoly.
Another thing I have to tell you guys, do you think this is weird? I only drink tomato juice on a plane.
feel like
I
that's most-
only drink
that's
tomato
most
juice on a
people with
plane.
ginger ale.
Why?
Who drinks ginger ale in real life?
I
I mean,
do.
Lauren
You
and I,
drink-
we
Lauren
do.
and
All the
I
time.
do love ginger ale, but I think that's not
I
something
order
common
tomato
in-
juice all the time, and I look forward to it every time.
Same.
No
Why?
one
That
does
is
that.
so weird. I mean, I like Bloody Marys, but
My
like,
dad just ordered tomato juice one time. I was like, "That's it. That's my drink."
I love it.
I think people drink
It's
more
a
ginger
Minute
ale on
Maid
planes.
tomato juice.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get why I do that.
But that is interesting.
I wonder if everyone else only has tomato juice on planes.
Sometimes I don't drink.
Do you drink it with ice?
Do you
Yes.
I don't.
should
Make
I
it like a
tell
little
this story?
tomato smoothie.
What? Should I tell? Honestly, this might be the most embarrassing thing I've ever shared
What'd you
on this
do?
podcast.
Oh God.
What'd you do?
And it could
What?
be like our banger, like to end this conversation.
Okay.
Okay.
The fuck did you do?
The fart panties.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
I
God.
tell
Yes,
it? Are
yes.
you
Well,
sure?
now everyone
Lauren,
just
I
heard
don't
you
know.
say
No,
fart panties.
Obviously, we cut that out. I
No,
don't-
I'm not editing this out.
Do you think I should talk about it?
Ashley, tell us.
I don't see a problem with it.
Really? It's
Yeah.
really embarrassing, Lauren. Like, what if any possible suitor in my life heard this?
Ashley,
We all
we've
fart.
all said stuff on this podcast that is the reason why we're still single.
Yeah, I know.
We all just tell everyone I'm not editing any of this.
Okay. Well,
Did you?
a couple weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
I thought this was going to be like back in 2010.
No, I went on Amazon because I've been going back and forth like between the coasts like every other week, and it's exhausting because I get so bloated because I hold in my farts for 5 hours, and we all know that like my air doesn't come out of my mouth at all, like no burps, just always farts. So
Oh God, Lauren's putting her head
so
down.
I got these fart panties,
What?
fart underwear.
They're called subtle butt.
Shut the fuck up. Is
No,
this real?
Yeah.
Oh, and the subtle butt is the filters that you put.
Okay,
you
so
put into
it's
your
a
underwear.
big
This is-
panty that you put filters
I
in so you
forget
can
what
fart.
this is called, but we'll just call it subtle butt because it's like.
So you
essentially
fart
something.
and then the smell comes
smell-
out good?
No,
No,
not
there's no
good,
smell.
just
It
no smell.
neutralizes the smell.
But the sound is still there, no?
Well, I don't think
on an
that-
airplane, you can't really hear a fart.
The majority of my farts aren't soundy. They're not. They don't have sound.
Soundy.
They're silent.
Farty sounds.
I would say like 75% of my farts are probably silent. So I got this fart underwear and I put them on, and I thought while I was going through security, I go, I wonder if like the X-ray machine is gonna pick up on this carbon filter in my ass.
My God. Shut the fuck up. This is a movie.
It crossed my mind.
This
and
is
I-
Bridesmaids.
And I was like, I think this is gonna happen, to be honest, because it just sounded like a carbon filter. Sounds like something that would set it off. So I go through the thing, put my hands in the air, step out, and lo and behold, my butt lights up.
no!
Yeah, and for some reason, I got like a nice girl to check me who like just knew, I guess, that like I wasn't harboring anything in my asshole. But like your ass seems like a place that you would definitely check, right?
Well, the vagina is where you
Yeah.
put the drugs.
Okay. So,
I just had to share that with everyone.
okay.
So now
So
tell
anyway,
Pocket.
all she did, she's honestly didn't even pat my butt. She just patted my lower back, and she's like, it was like tap tap. Okay, you're good to go. It was almost like she sees.
She's like,
subtle
I know
butts
you
all
have the
day
subtle
long.
butt.
Yeah.
Wow, you're definitely never getting a boyfriend
And
after
so now
this
I'm
airs.
never using subtle butt again, and I only got it to go to the airport.
You know what's going to happen
I
now?
just
We're going to have a
fart.
box full of subtle butts at the door on Monday, and we're all going to be fucking wearing them now, thanks to you. And now I'm never going to get dick. All right. And on that note, goodbye, guys. Thanks for
Bye.
listening to the podcast. Subscribe. We love you.
Love
Happy
you.
Halloween.
I'm gonna die.
Bye.
I don't get it.
Podcast.